Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. In this session, we're going to focus on extending or an upward facing dog kind of thing using the floor. I'm using an exercise balloon, but if you don't have that, you can use a rolled up pillow or some bath towels rolled up together tightly. Anything that is soft with some give to elevate your hips away from the floor is really valuable. So, one thing you can practice before this would be the prior video right before this one where we focus on massaging and breathing into the front of our body from your pubic bone up towards your lower ribs to help that part feel a sense of stretch and breath. That can be really helpful as a warm-up for this one. Now, when you're on your stomach, you're going to have your prop du jour around your pelvis or your hips, right? It can be anywhere that you have personal comfort. Again, as we talked about in the prior video, people tend to have sensitivities with pressure to this part of their body, so you may not be able to have it in a specific spot without pain. So I'm wary about saying it must be here or else. Generally speaking, you can have it up towards your navel as long as it feels good to you, or really down around where the top of your legs are, right? So right around your pubic bone region where the top of your thigh bones meet your pelvis. Anywhere in there is really great, and everyone's going to have a different comfort level there. The thing you're looking for is that you try to have a sense of A, comfort, B, you're not counting seconds till it's over because it's too much pressure, right? Once you're there, you're going to be up on your elbows, forearms on the floor, legs opened apart, kneecaps face away from each other, which means your kneecaps are not facing the floor, kneecaps are going to face away from each other a bit, and just stay here. This may be enough for you. Maybe for you, this is all you could manage without having a fight or flight response. That's great. Stay here, breathe, take a break, and then try it again, right? If you'd like to increase your back bending practice, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, all that you're going to do is you're just going to let your heart lift up here, easy, looking down between your hands, and then let your heart come down. Again, so I'm bringing my heart forward and up, easy, looking down between my palms, and then releasing down. What I'm trying to not do is lift my face and eyes to look forward, right? That's a different exercise. And then return down. I'm looking forward to where my palms are and letting my heart shine forward towards the space in front of me as I look down a bit. And then release. 3 more, breathing. Again, let your heart go forward, easy breathe, and then return, 1 more time, great job. Again, let your heart go forward, breathe deeply, really good job, and then rest. You can always take a break, you can always hit pause, right? You can add on to that. You can let your heart go forward, you could push down to the arms to let the elbows lift up off the floor, only as far as your personal comfort. And you can bring the elbows down and then return your heart. Again, the heart can come forward. You can press down to the arms, relaxing your shoulders. Try not to lift up towards your ears here. Think of your heart going forward and up. Easy breathe. Chest goes up, elbows come down, and your chest comes down. And again, heart first, easy, push down. Go only as far as you have personal comfort. Easy breathe, really good job. Chest up, elbows come down, and then return. 2 more, great job. Breathe, heart goes forward, chest goes up, extend. Really nice job. Easy, gently here, really great work. Easy. Chest up, elbows come down, chest comes down. 1 more time. Look forward to the floor as your heart goes up. Now your focus can change and walk along the floor in front of you, but still I'm not lifting my head and neck to look across the room, right? I'm trying to bring awareness that I'm trying to access the parts of my back that are harder to move than parts that are easier. So my neck and my lower back are really easy to move because there's not a lot of bony attachments or ligaments there to different parts of your body. Your middle back is really quite challenging to move because of the rib cage connected to your spine. It's harder to move generally. So think of moving your middle back. That's why I'm encouraging to not let your head and eyes lift up, not because it's wrong, but just because people get a false sense of where the motion's coming from. They often lift their head and neck and then believe that their heart is lifting, when in fact their heart may not be lifting much at all, right? And then chest up, elbows down, chest down. Really great job. And then you can come off the balloon and rest. excellent work. Now, that is a great thing to activate the back of your body to get those soft tissues to get used to shortening, and to get the soft tissues in the front of your body used to lengthening, right? That's all that we're trying to do there. I wouldn't call it a stretch for one part of your body, although it is technically a stretch for the front and a shortening to the back, right? Let's do just a little small counter stretch here. Whatever prop you've chosen, if you can, put your hips on top of it. And then just bend one knee to your chest and try and encourage your lower back to round towards your prop. And then put it down. Then the other knee towards your chest. And encourage your lower back to round towards your prop here. That's right. And then return. Again, lift the knee, relax shoulders. I forgot to mention, if you're doing this in bed because I said pillow, maybe you thought you could do it in bed. It actually is more aggressive to do in bed because your prop can't support you as much because it's going to sink into the mat, making it less high off of the floor. A higher prop can be more assistive so long as it's not feeling too aggressive to your back. Right, so if you're laying on your stomach and using a prop that's really large, but your thigh bone isn't touching the ground and the only thing touching the ground is your knee, that may not be a comfortable place for everyone to be. You might like it, maybe you're someone that can feel comfortable like that, but that may not be everyone's comfort. In general, 2 feet down, hips up, remove the ball, hips down. In general, when you have a prop on your hips, you want your thigh bones to be, some part of your thigh bone to be on the floor, right? That'll be helpful. If it's so big that your thigh bone's not on the floor, that could be a lot of pressure for people to sustain just on the prop alone, but also their back is really high off the floor. They may not love that. So it could be a bit of hit and miss to find the prop height that works for you. On a firmer surface is going to be more supportive just because the prop is going to be further away from the floor than it would be if it's on like a mattress. On the mattress, the prop is going to sink a bit, and that may not be as supportive for your back bending practice. Now, once you've got that, we're going to try it without and see if you can feel a difference. Just to acknowledge that. So right from the get-go, laying on the floor is not easy for many people because we all have different shapes. Specifically, if you have mammary glands, they are often an impediment to laying on your stomach in terms of your alignment and comfort. Right? So just acknowledge that. It's the same thing though, legs apart, knees and toes, knees and calves face away from each other. Let your heart lift up first, easy. And again, think of where the prop was supporting you. Make sure you feel that support from the floor here. And then all the way down. Again, so as I lift my heart, not my neck and chin, I'm trying to bring my awareness to the part of my body that was making contact with the prop before, making sure it's in contact with the floor now as much as I can. Then all the way down. Again, if you have no contact with the part of your body that was on the prop, if it's not making contact with the floor now, I really recommend you use a prop until you can have more strength and confidence in this range of motion. Alright? Because let's just say that, I'll be dramatic, let's say here can't touch the floor, right, without the prop. When you lift your heart, a lot of that motion is going to come right from your lower back. And like we said earlier, it's easiest to move your lower back and neck generally. So it's not that it's quote unquote bad, it's that it's really hard to access the parts of your body that we're trying to access into motion. So just adding that prop for support can help the part of your body move that's the most difficult to move, right? That middle back area is really challenging for people to access and to move without moving other parts as well as much. Again, often people mobilize their neck and lower back for back bending and access their middle back to a much lesser extent. So when they move their head, they often assume or think they are moving their middle back when it doesn't have to move at all to lift your head and neck. And that could be a difficult thing to discern for yourself. So using a prop can be really helpful to help you access the parts of your body that are hardest to move just from a biomechanics standpoint, because the ribs are around your spine. It's hard to move your spine where the ribs are, and there isn't much movement there, but you can work towards accessing more with a gentle backbending practice like this. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.